We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Ought to be a good one here between the American League Futures and the National League Futures. It's Baseball on the Show, and it's coming up next. David Peterson, the native of Colorado, gets the start on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Well, Matt, if you're looking for innings out of your starting pitcher, you're looking at the right guy. This guy seems to deliver more often than not, going deep into the games. He's one of those guys you feel really confident that could go into that 7th, 8th, and even the 9th inning, a workwork.
Stepping up now, Bobby Witt Jr., and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Bobby Witt.
First pitch coming, here it is. In there, and it's 0-1.
First pitch, 7:05.
Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. And not a bad night for baseball, and even 70 degrees here at game time. The 1-1 is a low changeup that's laid off.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Now the 2-1 pitch.
At the ball.
Having a little trouble finding the zone to start the night. It's always deflating to walk the leadoff guy in the game, so we'll see if he can initiate some contact here.
The 3-1 pitch. And he lays off, ball 4, and the leadoff man is on to begin the ball game.
That is not the way he wanted to start off this happening. It's one thing to walk the leadoff hitter, but it's even more painful when the leadoff hitter is an absolute burner, and he can really wreak some havoc on the bases.
So stepping in, Jason Dominguez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the belt, kicks and deals. Offered it a low one there, but came up empty. Peterson has become known as a guy that's tough to take deep. So many starting pitchers find themselves snake bitten by the gopher ball, but he really limits that. Now a throw over to first, and he'll get back in safely. Here comes the 0-1. Slider, and it's off his glove, and it bounces away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, I know what he was thinking there. The pitch before was way out of the zone, and he was hacking. So the pitcher says, hey, if he's going to swing at that, how about this? Solid strategy, except this time it didn't work out, and it's a wild pitch.
A runner at second, nobody out. Way outside, nearly to the backstop, 2-1. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Here now the 2-2. High in the air out towards shallow right. Leday is in a few steps as he takes it for the first down.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Alex Kirilloff.
Coming to the plate now, Alex Kirilloff. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch of the at-bat. And that's in there for a strike.
I know he stole a strike right there, but he wants to get that curveball down or he's going to get hurt.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Now a look and a throw back to second. Runner back safely. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Batting fourth, the third baseman, Tristan.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Tristan Casas. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here comes the first pitch. He's set. The 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
Ready with the 0-2. Way outside. 1-2.
Man, a pitcher let the guy off easy right there. That 0-2 pitch wasn't even close. I'd rate that as a non-competitive pitch.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. That's lifted the other way out to left. Beer is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So they get a man to second here in the opening half inning, but fail to capitalize. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1 with no score after a half an inning. Alek Manoah, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, as you can see, he's a tall drink of water out there, especially on the mound. That can really work to your advantage because you work on more of a downhill plane and you typically get more extension to the plate on your release. The key, though, is that he has to be out front with his release point or he'll be more likely to miss up in the zone.
Now batting, C.J. Abrams. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Pitch on the way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. A windup and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. Here's a little chopper up the middle. He's got to hurry. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Batting second, the shortstop, Carlos Sepulveda.
Into the box now, Carlos Sepulveda. Here's the first pitch to him. A ball and no strikes. 1 out, nobody on. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike.
Ooh, that's a good pitch to take a hack at right there. Change up in the zone. He'd like to have that one back.
Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. The 2-2 is laid off of for ball number 3. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
At the plate, Seth Beer. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Changeup stays outside and is behind 2-0.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
Two and one.
If the offense didn't already know, man on the mound's got his A-game fastball working today.
Back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
Stepping in now, Dylan Carlson. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. And this one's over for a high strike, 1-1. Has a look, now the pitch. Fouled off. Beer is off at first with 2 away. A little roller toward the hole. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. And inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on the show. Second inning set to go, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Cesar Avila.
The left fielder, Cesar Avila.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Pitch on the way.
Ball, that's off the plate.
And there's the first strike, 2-1.
That's evidence of a pitcher and catcher being totally in sync out there. That tells me they both know that's a good pitch for him right now.
The 2-1.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out.
The right fielder, Julio Rodriguez.
Now to the plate, Julio Rodriguez. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
No, that's low. Come on, Rob, are you kidding me?
He couldn't catch up with the gas that time. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. And it's fouled away.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Lifted in the air out to right. Long run for the right fielder. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Batting seventh, the first baseman, Eric Peralta.
At the plate, Eric Peralta. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So he picks on the first pitch here and is able to extend the inning.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Fastball, middle cut, places it right back where it came from.
Into the box, Ryan Burke, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Hops this one up, and that's in there, base hit.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
In now, MJ Melendez, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. Looking to make it 3 straight 2-out hits here. He's got a runner in scoring position at second. And it's 1-1. Grounded down the third baseline. Scooped up, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 0-0. Last half of the second set to go, and next it'll be the outfielder, J.J. Bleday.
J.J. Bleday.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball well outside. Fouled away. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
And he fouls this one off. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Batting 6.
Stepping in, Michael Tolia. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
More of a comfortable side from the left side. Puts the ball in play. More of a contact hitter from the left side. Might have grown up being a natural left-handed hitter.
Fouled off. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Bottom of the second here with no score. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Left fielder giving chase, and no one will track it down. The 1-2. And another foul ball. One out, nobody on. Still a ball and 2 strikes. A and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. That was a nasty-looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
To the plate now, Cody Hosey. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0.
That's ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Count 3-0.
Yeah, he's all over the place right now. No doubt he's clearly fighting his mechanics.
2 out, nobody on. Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now.
3-1.
There's ball 4.
Take the bait.
Batting 8th, the second baseman, Michael.
In now, Michael Bush. And we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course.
Let's go, Michael. Come on, Mike.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
A runner on first with 2 away. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Still 1-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. In the dirt here. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. Swing and a liner. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
They got 2 strikes right there. He's trying to run that ball up and in to try to tie him up, but it didn't quite work out.
Yeah, in today's game, everybody's fighting so hard to keep their hands inside the baseball that I think a non-executed pitch on the inner half, Dan, is exactly what the batter's looking for. Something he can keep his hands inside and just fist to the opposite field.
Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. Count even now at 1-1. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him. Stepping in and ready for another shot, C.J. Abrams. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful, especially after drilling the last guy up at the plate. That's just a great job to get your mechanics back under you and establish yourself back in the strike zone.
The 0-1 offering.
Nope, outside.
Swing and a little blooper to center. And that's going to fall for a base hit. he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Now batting, the shortstop, Carlos Sepulveda.
At the plate now, Carlos Sepulveda. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now the 1-0.
Ball 2.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Now the 2-0. A swing and a miss, strike one.
I'm not going to lie, I thought he lost it right there. He had no feel for the baseball, missing wildly several balls in a row, but able to attack the zone right now. Let's see if he gets back into it.
The 2-1 is in there for the second strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 men are on with 2 men out. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Now the payoff pitch home, and it's fouled away. Another full count pitch home. Turned on, but it's wide at first and foul. He'll try it again, 3-2. And this will be fouled away. He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he struck him out. So he was forced to make 9 pitches that at-bat, but he'll take it as the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 2 base hits, 1 error, and 2 men left stranded. We played 2 full. The NL Future's on top, 2-0. Jason Haley takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Futures, number 0, Jason Haley.
Top of the third set to get underway, and stepping up as the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Now batting, center fielder, Jason Dominguez.
Ready now, Jason Dominguez. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball well outside. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he falls behind now, 2-0. And here's a fastball for a strike, 2-1 now. Pitch on the way.
Ball 3.
Well, this next pitch is a big one. The last thing you want to do is give a free pass to a guy that can run like this. He's a real burner out there on the base paths.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. To first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The batter, the designated hitter, Alex Kirilov.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Alex Kirilov. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lifted into the air to shallow center. In comes the center fielder. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Nate Pearson, a right-hander standing 6'6", will take over pitching duties here.
Futures, number 71. Nate.
Striding in once again, Seth Beer. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First delivery to him on the way.
Hey.
The windup and the 0-1. Grounded back up the middle, fielded cleanly, and an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Now
this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Stepping into the box, Dylan Carlson. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here comes the first pitch. One out, nobody on. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Got him looking with the fastball as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone.
Now batting. The right
So
fielder.
digging in now, J.J. Bleday looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Waved at and missed as he took something off there. 1-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 1-2. Fouled away. Here he comes again, 1-2. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Tim Cate, the lefty standing 6 foot even, takes over the pitching duties here.
Number 36. Yeah. Cate.
Coming to the plate now, Tristan Casas. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. Here's the pitch.
That's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. Ball, that's inside.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Abrams is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, left fielder, Cesar Avila.
Striding into the box, Cesar Avila comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First delivery to him on the way. Hit down the third baseline. He's got it. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
The batter.
And that's what speed does for you. He made the play, but in the back of his mind, he knew he was dealing with the speedster, so he rushed the throw, and he had more time than he thought, too.
At the plate, Julio Rodriguez flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now a move over to first, and he just manages to get his hand in. Runner at first here, 1 man out. He's running. Strike called. Now the throw down is not going to get him as he swipes second.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
And he chased it in the dirt. And the throw to first is there to record the second out.
Good pitch there, and that was a nice job by his battery mate to complete the play first after the ball hit the dirt.
Stepping into the box, Eric Peralta. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. A bouncer up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
The second baseman.
Dan, as a former infielder, I apologize for him. Nothing's more frustrating or upsets you more as a defender than making an error and seeing that guy come around to score.
You know what? And that's one of those cases as a pitcher, D-Roll. There's not much you can do. Listen, there are physical and there are mental errors, and you just have to, as a pitcher, go ahead and look past that now and try to pick up your teammate and try to get it out any way you can.
Hey, I know the tying run's at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
Both clubs with 3 hits in the ball game. but pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error in the inning, and a runner left on. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The NL Futures lead this one 2-1. Chris Bubich, a southpaw standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
Number 50, Chris Bubich.
Digging in, Michael Tolia. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Michael.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball. Count 1-0. Ball, that's low.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Changeup called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. Cody Hosey is on deck. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The next 3-2. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys on this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Into the box now, Cody Hosey. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Here we go.
And he is cruising now. It's 0-2.
I got the count 0-2.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Here it comes. In the air, down the left field line and deep. Avila has to range back, but he'll make the catch near the line, and there are 2 men gone.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Michael Bush.
Stepping in, Michael Bush. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him.
1-0.
The 1-0. Line drive to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Alec Bettinger, a 6'2" right-hander, jogs in to take over on the mound.
National League Futures, number 31, Alec Bettinger.
All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And next to hit is the catcher, MJ Melendez.
The catcher, MJ.
Here comes the first pitch.
Nope.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
Hey.
It's 1-2.
Not likely to see a fourth fastball in this situation. I'm going to eliminate the fastball if I'm at the plate right here.
The 1-2.
Ball, that's outside.
Fastball just inside.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
This is skied into short left center. Sepulveda onto the grass. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Shortstop.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Bobby Witt Jr. He was a ground out victim last time up. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch.
Ball, that pitch is out. Nope, that's inside.
Fifth inning, 2-1 our score. Up and in. Big danger now. It's 3-0. In there, 3-1. 4 pitches, all takes. He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Matty. He can do a lot of damage on a base pass with his legs, so there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle.
Ready now with the payoff pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Scooped up on to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting, center fielder, Jason Dominguez.
Standing in, Jason Dominguez. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Nope, that's a ball.
The 1-0.
2-0. Come on,
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
2 out, nobody on. Hit sharply on the ground. And there's his first base hit in this one.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Stepping in now, Alex Kirilloff. The swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
The 1-1. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly. And a close play at second, but the throw does beat him and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Last half of the fifth coming up. The NL Futures lead it 2-1. Casey Mize, a right-handed reliever standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
Number 74, Casey Mize.
Now at the plate, Luis Campusano. He'll lead things off as we begin the home fifth.
Campusano.
First delivery to him on the way. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Sent on the ground out to second. And the throw to first is in time, one gone.
The center fielder, number 9, C.J. Abrams.
Digging in and looking for more, C.J. Abrams, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Here comes the first pitch. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Good pitch there, called a strike on the inside corner. One out, nobody on. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Count remains 2-2. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Count still full, 3-2. And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Now batting, the shortstop, Carlos.
Digging in, Carlos Sepulveda. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. That's a strike to throw down. The throw is low, and he can't make the pick. One out and a runner on second base. Pickoff move to second, and a dive, but he's back. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Ready on 0-2.
The count is 1-2.
Line towards center field. Dominguez is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting, the left fielder, Seth Beer.
Now at the plate, Seth Beer, a hit in 2 tries so far. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. A ball and no strikes. 2 out here and a runner at second. And he fouls this one off. One and one. Here it is. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. The set and the 2-1. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. To short, hit hard. He's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Edinson Volquez takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Futures, number 36, Edinson Volquez.
Now in the box, Tristan Casas. He'll start off the inning now against Edinson Volquez.
The third baseman, Tristan Casas.
First pitch on its way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Well thrown sinker that time, down, but in the strike zone.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
This is the kind of at-bat where your hitting coach grabs you on the way back to the dugout to have a little chat about your approach. Not a lot of positives to draw from that at-bat when you take 2 strikes and then you chase one out of the zone to go down on only 3 pitches.
Standing in now, Cesar Avila, as he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
When the guy on the mound has complete command of his off speed, especially his changeup, sometimes as a hitter you just have to give up pull side to stay on it.
On a line, that's a base hit.
Now batting, right fielder, Julio Rodriguez.
So now to the plate, Julio Rodriguez. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. Low scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the 6th. Pitch out, nothing doing.
He's going.
2-0 count, the pitch. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not in time as the offline throw allows him to get in there easily. So they still haven't picked up an extra base hit in this one, but that stolen base at least gets him a guy in scoring position.
Yeah, and I think that's exactly what the manager was thinking there, Matt. Hey, if we aren't driving the ball with any authority today, we need to make something happen in a different way. They only need a single to the outfield now to push a run across.
And that misses ball 4, so it's first and second now with only 1 away.
Now batting, first baseman, Eric.
Now at the plate, Eric Peralta, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch coming, here it is. Oh, it's hit to third. 5. There's 1. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Back with more of our All-Star Game coverage in a moment. Daniel Espino enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the
Now
sixth.
pitching for the American League Futures, number 15, Daniel Espino.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and coming forward is the switch-hitting outfielder, Dylan Carlson.
Carlson.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a swing and a deep drive to right. And out of here, and I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. As they extend the lead a bit, it's now 3-1.
Well, the skipper called on him for a reason, and I can guarantee you one thing. That was not what he had in mind. First pitch, and it was out of here. That's a rough way to start your day at the office as a reliever.
In now, J.J. Bleday. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0 home.
2-0.
Pretty easy takes to start out this at-bat. None of those pitches were even close to the strike zone.
No outs, nobody on. Here's a drive out toward left center field. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
As a hitter, the only feeling better than hitting a bomb is driving one into the gap like that. He hustled out of the box knowing he was guaranteed a double, but I think he had thoughts of maybe a triple if the outfielder hadn't gotten it back in right away.
Yeah, there really wasn't any question about that one, going for extra bases off the bat. To the plate now, Michael Tolia. Looped out toward third. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Now batting.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Cody Hosey stands in as he looks at a called strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Ball, down.
Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Good time to try to put the ball down in the strike zone. You can either get a strikeout or potential double play ball.
There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone.
2-2.
Runners at the corners here, nobody out. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Well, you gotta love a live young arm. He's got an electric fastball.
Batter,
If he can learn to harness that and work in his solid secondary stuff, he's going to have a really nice career on the mound. Not everyone is gifted with a fastball like that.
At the plate, Michael Bush, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Ready with the 1-0.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
He's set, and the 2-0 pitch.
Ball 3. Count 3-0.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
3-0 pitch. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Standing in, Luis Camposano. First pitch on its way. Strike taken as the curveball drops into the bottom part of the zone.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
At the plate now, C.J. Abrams, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Comes set, the 0-1. Fouled off. The pause and the 0-2. Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. Swing and a liner. Foul. He's set. The 2-2. Fastball just missed above the zone.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Swing and a liner. But this won't get by the shortstop as he's there to take it in for the 3rd out. So 1 run on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, and 3 men left on base. 7th inning coming up. The NL Future's on top, 3-1. Scott Foster is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 3, Scott Foster.
7th inning ready to roll, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Ryan Burke.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now, 0-2.
Hey, you want someone sometimes to rattle the bat rack, but also the guy on the mound's got to eat too. They're executing their pitches out there. It's going to be tough to score some runs.
Ball one.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
1 and 2.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. And that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
Stepping in now, MJ Melendez. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Ball.
Good take there to lay off the high fastball.
No strike.
We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Outside, 3-0 now.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
The pitch.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
There's strike 2 as it catches the outside corner. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Vidal Brujan will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Vidal Brujan.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Good waist pitch, 1 and 2. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-2 is looked at off the plate for a ball. Still 2 and 2. 2 out, nobody on. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
And he lays off, ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Rob Montano takes over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning. Dom Thompson-Williams will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
23, Dom Thompson-Williams.
Fastball just missed above the zone. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And that's waved at and missed 1-1.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
2 balls and a strike now. The 2-1 pitch. Down the first baseline. And this will be just what the manager ordered as he's off the bench with extra bases.
Wow, I'm not sure how, but it looks like he didn't even touch this thing. Might have been thinking about throwing the ball before he actually caught it. The game moves fast, but you have to do one thing at a time.
Evan Scope will grab a bat to pinch hit, and he'll do so with a couple of runners in scoring position here, but with 2 out in the inning.
Go.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Center fielder on the run. He's got it, and they get out of the jam unscathed.
Traditional 7th inning stretch.
Vidal Brujan will remain in the game in the 9th spot in the order and take over at shortstop.
Dom
Thompson-Williams will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center.
Dom Thompson-Williams. Now at shortstop,
Luis Calderon gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
For the American League Futures, number 22, Luis Calderon.
Aramis Ademan is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th. Down on the shins and missed with it. Ball 1.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0.
Here we go. Ball, that's just out.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, knowing the threat this guy poses if he gets on base, I think the next pitch should be a challenge pitch. You don't want to give guys that can run a free chance to cause havoc out there, especially the leadoff guy.
And that misses. Ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th.
Well, he's a youngster. You can see he's a little nervous out there. Some people call it butterflies, but to him it probably feels like pterodactyls are flying around in his gut. Going to be interesting to see if he can settle down here.
Hunter Bishop will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
National League Futures, number 12, Hunter Bishop.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. That evens it up 1-1. From the stretch. A runner at first with no outs here. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Shea Langoliers will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning.
Shea Langoliers.
And he lays off there 1-0. From the belt, the pitch. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball. 1-1. and it's fouled away. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Heading out towards shallow right. Right fielder coming on. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Now batting, right fielder, J.J. Bleday.
Stepping up to the plate, J.J. Bleday. He doubled his last time through.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run and get you a ribby.
Well-located changeup on that one as it catches the black for a called strike.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
Throw over to the bag, and he'll dive back in. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. 2 out with the man at first. Fouled away. Bottom dropped out on him, and that's a strikeout. And the throw to first ends the inning. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The NL Futures lead this one 3-1. Arama Sademan will remain in the game in the 8th spot and take over at shortstop.
12, Hunter
Bishop remains in the game, batting 8th and manning left field.
Bishop now at shortstop.
Jeremy Pena is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Jeremy Pena.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball. Just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone. Time now for our starter comparison, and that tells the story. As you can see, neither guy able to get past 5 innings. Ready for another shot now. Cesar Avila. He singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. 8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. This is foul right side. The next 0-2. Takes this the other way to right. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit.
Boy, another base hit, and hopefully not another stranded runner, Mark.
Yeah, I can't tell you how frustrating it is for the offensive team not to be able to pick their pitcher up. A lot of traffic on the board. Somebody's got to come through.
Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. And a dive, but he's back in. So now to the plate, Julio Rodriguez. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Now a throw over, and he'll dive back in safely. Both teams with 6 hits so far. And there he goes towards second. Pitch outside. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag. So they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
In the dirt. It's 3-0 now.
Watching him on the mound right now, I think he's just having trouble throwing strikes to this guy. Up only 2 runs? I don't think he's working around him.
Runner at second here with 1 man out. In there on the corner, 3-1.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind an account like that, though.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he fouls this one off. Fouled off. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Changeup laid off down around the shins.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Good idea with the circle change, but he lays off and the count runs full.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2. And he's seen a lot of pitches, too.
Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Into the box, Ryan Burke. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And it's fouled away. 2 down, runners at first and second. Here's a foul ball left side, and that'll move it to 1-2. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. No runs, a hit, 2 left. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The NL Futures lead it 3-1. Jeremy Pena is going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play third now.
Third base, number 89, Jeremy
Chu Min is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 14.
KJ Harrison is going to grab a bat here as he looks to try to set the table in the bottom of the 8th as they look for some insurance.
Harrison.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
That's the ball.
Min, originally from South Korea. He throws a 4-seam fastball, a curve, and a changeup. The 1-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Into the box now, Cody Hosey, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And there's ball 2 now. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Here now the 2-2. Sent on the ground out to second. He's right there, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Michael Bush.
So striding forward now, Michael Bush. It was a walk in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
0-1's the count.
The 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Two balls and a strike. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. So they go quietly here in this half inning. 9th inning coming up. The NL Futures on top, 3-1. KJ Harrison will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base.
Number 18, KJ Harrison.
Clyde Booker comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. All set to start the 9th in this one, and now it'll be the catcher, MJ Melendez.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to...
The first pitch is hit pretty well out to right. Right fielder looking up at the track, the wall, and now over the wall. And this is going to be ruled a home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field, as it's now a 3-2 ball game.
That, my friends, is a cardinal sin for any closer. You can't give up the long ball. Good thing for him, he still has the lead. We'll see now if he can rebound and actually keep it.
Wander Franco will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Futures, number 1, Wander Franco.
And this one runs up high, ball 1. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Woo-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Now the 1-1 pitch is in off the plate. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. All even now, 2-2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. Dom Thompson-Williams is on deck. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Now batting, center fielder.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Dom Thompson-Williams. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch coming, here it is. Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the center fielder. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Evan. Go!
Striding forward now is the DH, Evan Skog. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Now the pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this will be a called strike 2, and trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight.
You got to cover the whole plate now after letting him steal 2 strikes on the inside half.
A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Good job to lay off that 1-2 breaking ball. Put himself right back in this at bat.
2 out, nobody on. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate, but could not cash in.
Well, that's not exactly how you draw it up. He gave up a long ball to make it interesting, but it was the only run he gave up, and he hangs on to collect the save.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. The National League Futures took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. David Peterson takes home the win. Alek Manoah only completed 2 innings and is charged with the loss. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score. First, for your victorious home team, 3 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors. They left 8 men on base. For the visitors, 2 runs, 7 hits, 1 error, and 11 runners left on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 54 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.